Ooh. So, Gatorade made me less thirsty and it made me 100 times richer. Now, no, it's not a sponsorship. I have, I think, 20 subscribers on YouTube at the time I'm recording this. So, obviously not sponsored by Gatorade. But Gatorade made me 100 times richer. I'll tell you why. And I'll walk you through this story. So I was actually starting out in my agency. And for a long time, when I was running advertisements and things were going pretty good. This was at the stage where no, I wasn't a flat out beginner, but I was at the starts. I was on the come up, so to speak. I was in this spot where I wasn't here, but I wasn't quite here yet. I was somewhere in the middle. And I was at like 10K per month. I was feeling pretty good about myself. But something I noticed is I had a hard time getting people to trust me on my sales calls. And so when I was looking back through that time, people were hopping on these calls. They had never spoken to me before. And you guys, if you're watching this video, if you've done any cold calls, if you've taken any sales calls, you guys probably encounter this all the time, is that you struggle to actually gain trust from your clients. Now, I have a video you guys can check out. It's on my channel. It's how to get past the trust objection or something like that. Something in relation to trust. So I have all the logical things behind that. But the biggest portion of that came from when I made one simple switch. One simple switch that I made, and I'll tell you right now, there's no fucking clickbait. The one simple switch I made was me and Caden, we started posting on our Instagram accounts, right? Our business Instagram accounts. We started putting out valuable content to our niche. We started building up this page. Our page had 8,000 followers. And we started building this brand around ourselves. And so when that switch was made and I started actually implementing a value video, I started getting prospects and like people ready to buy my thing before I even hopped on the sales calls. Some would even. And so where does that all stem from, guys? Like that's the magic question. How do you get people so all ready to go for you? And I'll tell you what, is that Gatorade, yeah, sure, they run advertisements and everything like that. But you go up right to that vending machine and you're looking at the Powerades and you're looking at the, a Prime, what is a Prime? And you're like, well, Gatorade is the trusted brand. It's been there for years. It's helped everybody. I see everybody around me do it. And there's so many core philosophies around why Gatorade made me rich. And it's just a few simple switches, guys. It's really just implementing a brand and it automates the client acquisition. So right now, if you're struggling to do all these cold calls, sure, you're gonna have to do cold calls. If you wanna run an agency, you're gonna have to do an insane amount of volume. You're gonna have to go through the hero's journey, cut everybody off, and pretty much make nightmare mode, right? Pretty much go nightmare mode, absolutely lock in. You're not avoiding that. So I'm not saying this is gonna be easy. But once you get through that section, you start building a personal brand on the side, like Gatorade. It makes it so simple to get clients. It's an automatic process because people know you, they trust you, they see you. Right? They're familiarized. I can think of like 10 commercials in my head right now from when I was a kid that I've seen so many times. I've seen all over my page that I believe them inherently. When you guys, anything, guys, any car you can think of right now, when you think of a car brand, you trust them, you know what they're about, and you will go seek out them rather than them seeking out you. When you think of any brand for anything retrospectively, that's how it works. And so if you guys are looking to make your first dollar online, no, building a brand is not something that's fast. No, building a brand is not something that's easy. But once you're able to build that brand up and do the appropriate amount of volume with it, you're actually able to scale so much easier, so much easier. And I'm gonna show you exactly how.
Man, this Gatorade's good. So brand is the shortcut to trust, guys. So when you trust a brand, you're more easily susceptible to buying that thing. And the funny thing is you guys watching this video, you guys are in a trust deficit right now. I'm almost going to guarantee it. Is you've seen so many people with these crazy, ridiculous offers, with these crazy, ridiculous claims, trying to get you to buy their thing and all of that. And that's the world we live in, guys. You look at the news and you see people just, sitting there getting stabbed. And, you look online, you see all these different people selling a ton of things. And most of the time it's just they're scamming and stuff like that, or at least from your perspective. And so when you have a brand, when you deliver on that brand and you build that equity, clients come easier. Now, how do you build the brand that allows you to start getting clients? Well, the easiest way is by providing value. You, dear watcher, you're going to associate me with value bringing, and you're going to trust me because I'm going to bring you the value that you're so seeking. And so if you were to ever buy something from me, which I don't sell anything, I just have a group you could join, you will trust me on that, even if I did sell something. And that becomes automatic clients. So just like when you see an athlete grab a Gatorade without comparing labels or looking at the calories or the sugars compared to something else, clients will choose you without second guessing. There's a reason why Grant Cardone, even though I've never seen the guy actually sell the water, so to speak, or anything like that, no hate to him, has just people automatically wanting to work with him because he has a established brand that is bigger than anything you could pretty much imagine in this modern world. When you see someone with a lot of followers and they're verified, you automatically presume that there's someone that knows what they're doing and that they are quote unquote legit. And so this psychological edge you have of branding will not only get you automatic clients, but it'll get you clients easier. It'll lower the time it takes. And strong brands, they typically end up cutting their ad costs and have people that need less convincing when they already know your name. You don't need to be convinced of if I know my thing. Watch my entire YouTube channel. You'll see I know a damn good thing about sales. I know a damn good thing about the agency space. The same thing for anybody you watch retrospectively. And this could be even simplified down to if you've ever seen anybody that's jacked. They probably know a thing or two about lifting. That's their brand, guys, if we look outside of it. And the easiest way, as I said again, if you guys are looking to build a really good brand, there's just a couple consistent ways is just be really consistent and bring value. Bringing value is the most important thing. When I drink this water, I feel less thirsty. And now I think, oh, well, this core water brand, it made me less thirsty. It made me feel good. And when I feel good, I perform really well. And now I associate this water with good performance. And I trust this water brand. And I'll refer this water brand. Another thing I didn't even mention here, guys, you'll get referrals automatically because people will want to talk about your product. So although you could run advertisements and cold calls to the fucking ground and scale, it would be a pain in the ass as compared to people automatically DMing you, automatically texting you. For example, for me, for my YouTube channel, me and my partner's YouTube channel, we get people that DM us, simply put, because they watched our YouTube video as far as a month ago or 2 months ago or 3 months ago, and they've done the content. It's almost passively gaining clients, and that lowers the amount we're spending when we spend money on ads and we get, say, like a 1-to-1 return. But on the flip side of the coin, if we're getting a return from those advertisements based upon our YouTube channel, like let's just say our YouTube channel warmed up those leads a ton, well, then our cost per acquisition goes a lot lower. And so think about any sort of company out there that is successful. They have a strong brand, not just from advertising, but they have a good product and they provide value. And this is why I say Gatorade made me 100 times richer, because it made me understand that each sale is not just a transaction, it's compounding brand equity. And it creates this sort of this flywheel effect, this like infinite circle. And when you're recognized as the Gatorade of your niche, referrals, inbound leads, and credibility all scale faster. And it works like this, guys, is you build trust, right? So let's actually start here. You build a bigger brand. So you start building a bigger brand, you're making more posts, you're making more content, you're posting, you're advertising and everything like that, and you get good results, which builds trust. And when you have trust with people, guess what you would find this out if you've ever been in sales or anybody in anything, it leads to easier closes. And even easier closes, if you've ever seen these videos of testimonials, you might check my Instagram account, Simple Sale Consulting. You could check any singular person selling anything. They have credibility. They have case studies. When you look on a website, they usually have examples of people using the product, having success with the product. And when you post those things, it gets people enticed, and they may follow you and DM you, which builds a bigger brand, which builds more trust, leading to easier closes, and even easier closes builds a bigger brand, which builds more trust, and it creates this flywheel. So this is how the rich get rich. You buy that liquor because it has your favorite rapper on it. Like, for example, the Travis Scott liquor, when he was selling the Travis Scott, like all that stuff, or A cereal box, a mere Reese's cereals box that's $6 will be $100 if it was the Travis Scott version. So when you build a brand that people genuinely enjoy, that people genuinely trust, you will get infinite clients, guys. It's that simple. And if you're looking to actually build a brand and install the systems, you're going to need to do this. I do have a mentorship going on right now. It is in my bio. We're at 50 people, not looking to exceed many more, kind of that limit. So DM me on Instagram, Dom Closes, if you found value in this video. I hope you all obviously enjoyed it.